What's up, y'all? This your boy Q. Another episode of Blues, Barbecue, and Bullets. You know, I got a real good guest today, man. We go way back, man. My boy Cam, Bam, Cam. Y'all know his name, man. Cam, man. What's going on with you, Cam?
Man, very, very long time. We got super way back. It's crazy to see full circle back here. Yeah, like you said, my name is Cam. Here we are with it.
Ain't that crazy, bro? You know what's crazy, bro? I was looking at old yearbooks the other day from middle school and then high school. You end up going to Southwind, didn't you, to finish up?
No, I still finished up at Germantown, so I was split between both of them throughout middle school and high school. I was just bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. I was looking at yearbooks. I was going back looking at my old. You still got the yearbook from Germantown?
Man, for sure.
Yeah, this jump's super thick and nice, bro. But I was going back looking, bro, and I was like, bro, we came a long way. So I think last time I seen you probably was like in Bellevue, like I said outside. I was like, you had a lower haircut, like a little fade, you know what I'm saying? Then had a beard, and now we both got beards and hair, bro. This shit is crazy. How time
Bellevue was so long ago. Crazy even about that up. Oh my God, it's like college, post college, yeah, for sure. Yeah, my dad miss Bellevue. Them days when Nashville rent was cheap for sure.
What, bro? I think for like a 2-2, bro, that shit was like, bro, like 1,000, 1,100 or something like that, bro. In Bellevue, that was kind of hot back then. You know what I'm saying?
Living in Bellevue. Nice living out there too. When you put like 12.5 for a 2-bedroom was cool, sweet.
Come on, bro. One thing about Bellevue though, this shit closed early, boy. You trying to go get some food at 11, 12 o'clock?
Take care about like 9, 10.
Your ass is through. You know, growing up in the city, man, you leave the club, you know, everywhere. Taco Bell, McDonald's gonna be always open, bro. I ain't never seen Taco Bell close at 8:30 or McDonald's, bro.
Nah, they ain't played it out there for sure. Family oriented, everybody was shut down, ready to go quit.
Man, it's a good city, man. But how you been, bro? What's been going on with you, man? Last time you been to the city in Memphis?
Lord. Last time I been to the city, months ago.
Yeah.
Was it cold still? Nah, it wasn't cold, but last time I went there, I went showed some people some love. My folks down there at the District 12 showed some love and really just kind of kicked it for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing family, you know how that go.
Yeah, what you said, bro. I feel that. So I always have to ask people, bro, we both from the city, went to school together, man. What was it like for you growing up in Memphis? You know, everybody got different perspectives. You know, for a long time, we went to Germantown, bro. Folks made fun of us like, bro, you going to Germantown? Lame ass school. But then you get older, bro. Real talk, you get older, folks be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wish I went to Germantown. But you know, back then, and everybody used to clown Germantown. Like, man, you lame as hell, bro. But what was your experience like growing up in the city?
I mean, my experience was cool. Everybody kind of, you know, growing up in Memphis, we kind of call us Shelby County kids. But to me, I'm like, well, everything went on in the East for real. Everybody came out east to party, hang out, chill, mile, food, everything. So, I mean, it was cool. I ain't had like a super trouble, like life coming up through there. It was chill for real. I split my time between both of the schools. Like I said, I was switching between Southwind and Germantown.
Mm-hmm.
Southwind, man, we played all day. All we did was and check each other and just clown. And it was like a huge shift when I got to Germantown. It was, bro, we were just sitting in class, like actually doing class work and like.
Bro, when I say I thought I was like at a Tresvant or a mutual graduation, bro. Swear to God, I ain't lying,
it changed up like that.
Bro, like, dudes wearing designer, dudes wearing grills, flashing money, they call it name. Chicks wearing hair about this long, you feel what I'm saying? Girls wearing lashes. And it was like mostly, bro, like 85, 90% black, bro. Maybe like 10% like other demographic.
Nah, that is crazy. Does it have anything to do with its closing or they just...
I mean, me personally, bro, I think so. I think, you know, Germantown you went to Germantown, bro, that was a really good school back then. For it to be such an open campus, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have security like that. We had Officer True, rest in peace to him. He passed away recently.
I did not know that. Dang.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook too, bro. Rest in peace to him. And Officer Crump, those were only 2 security guards on campus. You know what I'm saying? We had like over 1,000 students on campus. We never had no incidents, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was parents more involved back then. It was a little more of a mix. But I think now they had some type of voucher that anybody from any part of the city can go to Germantown. So I think when people came from different neighborhoods, it came down, it kind of drove down the value of the school. So they keeping it middle school, elementary school. I think personally, with middle school, parents are more involved. It's a lot more easy control in middle school, elementary school. By the time you get to high school, you know how it was in high school. You feel like, you know, everything. You 14, 15, don't let you start driving to school, bro. 16, bro. Like, can't nobody tell you nothing, bro. You dig what I'm saying? So I think it had a lot to do with it, bro. But I was surprised. I saw a video too. Germantown was playing schools like Melrose at Germantown. You know what I'm saying? You know, we was kind of.
Yeah, it been turned. Well, it wouldn't have been turned back then because like the way our school was, hell no.
Nah,
but now, yeah, dang.
We played schools like Christian Brothers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
MUS. Was, going down to Houston and seeing Confederate flags and shit like that.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, times changed. Though. Every time I come on the show, I was talking about barbecue, right? So you know Mr. Chimetown?
Mr.
Chimetown.
I do not actually.
He's like a big food critic that come like to different cities, and he do like different food reviews. And he went to Memphis like maybe a year ago and did like a big, you feel what I'm saying, food review. So with that being said, when you do go home, bro, what's your go-to barbecue spot you got to go to and start get you a plate?
Interstate barbecue for sure.
Like interstate?
Yeah, for sure.
That's tough, bro.
It's tough. What?
I don't know, bro.
But then I did have a stretch where I had somebody who used to work there. Used to give me a lot of free barbecue for like dinner, like 4 months. So I might be a little biased.
You know what I'm saying? Was it good because it was like seasoned good? Was it good? You know, shit tastes better when it's free. When it's
it
free,
might be, yeah.
Everything better when
but
it's free.
But I take that as an account. I mean, shit. it all melts up. But for a minute, like every time I went to the city, that's where I was going because I had to stop through there to get back to where to the crib. So I'm like,
well, it depends which one you go to. Which one you going to? One on 3rd?
Yep.
Okay, that one good, bro. Because the one over there on East, bro, that one ain't really.
Yeah. Sometimes the
location
kind of water itself down.
Yeah, bro. But I want to tell me about this list, right? He had this top 6. I'm gonna go from worst to best. Number 6, he had Rendezvous. Number 5, he had A&R. Number 4, he had Interstate Barbecue. Number 3, he had Central. Number 2, he had Payne's. He said the best barbecue in Memphis is Cozy Corner. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, man. The joint was close to the school, and I'm like, bro, it was great.
Shatavius worked there too, bro. You a fat pulled pork sandwich, boy. You heard me. Gave you a regular, you a jumbo.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, it was easy to find a barbecue spot, but his list not too off, it's not too bad. The number 1 spot I never heard of, but he got everything that I've tried out there. So yeah, that's fair enough. And his name sound familiar. I feel like
bro, you gotta watch him, bro. If you watch him on, he be like on Instagram, Facebook. So what he do is he go like to different like cities and restaurants, and he'll get like order some takeout from their restaurant what they known for, and he'll go in his car and he'll eat it, and then he'll be like, "All right, y'all, I got Payne's barbecue. I'm gonna try the ribs." And he'll go like this, and he'll eat that whole. He'll be like, "I ain't gonna lie, on 3, 1, 2, 3, mid." or he'll be like, I ain't gonna lie, it's good. And then after each food, he'll give like a rating out of 10. He'll go like an 8.5 or a 9.9. But he went to different little spots. And he went to like the Wing Guru, which I ain't ever been to ever. He went to Dixie
Wing
Queen.
Guru, 5 super tax and
That's what I'm saying. I heard they hot. I heard for 30p, 20p, you gonna spend about 50, bro. That's what I heard.
Bruh,
I don't
think
know.
a 10-piece, they don't do the combo, so you gotta go fries and add your drink. You at like $30.
They super nice and the food good. You know one thing about Memphis, bro. You gonna get one or the other, bro. You gonna get either like some bad ass customer service, some good ass food, or you'll get some good ass customer service and the food just ain't even all that.
But they kind of mix and match for both of them. It's perfect. Damn, I ain't had Dixie Queen. You saying it? It's crazy.
Come on, bro.
So long.
Get you that triple burger with that shake or that Kool-Aid. In Memphis, the only place you can go, every drink gonna be a Kool-Aid. They got options of Kool-Aid. You can't go down here and be like, let me get a Kool-Aid. Them for like,
hell no.
A Kool-Aid.
You like serving Kool-Aid in the restaurant. Nah, you for real?
Nah.
They be on.
That's legit, bro. So when you go to the city, so I know like people talk about barbecue, right? You know, growing up in Memphis, bro, we ain't really eat out a lot. And you just said that too. Like a lot of stuff you ate is when you kind of left Memphis and you came up here in Nashville. When you go back, you kind of eat. Why do you think it is, bro? You think that's like a Memphis culture was back in the day, bro? Or you think it was more just old school parents used to cook in the crib every day?
I just think them spots that was like real touristy. I don't know, people from the city, you didn't eat it, you ate what you knew. It was always good food to me in Memphis. So we used to go to frequent a spot a lot called Uncle Lou's, like back to back to back.
I know you're talking about.
And then later on in life, I get on here, they was on Guy Frey's show. Guy Frey, whatever the guy, he's a little short, chubby white dude with spiky hair. Like growing up, all this stuff, it wasn't staples in the city yet. I think this was just places we went and frequented to eat. Most of this stuff then started jumping until I feel like I left the city. and then I'm able to tell people to go to it. Because even now, people ask me like, "What I need to try in Memphis?" I'm gonna say your rendezvous, the
tourist
Sheen's
stuff,
wings, the tourist stuff. Because I'm like, man, I can catch the crock pot or just some up the street.
Yeah, the crock pot.
Yeah.
Ooh, you said cheese, bro. That's a real throwback. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember going to cheese. You thought you had some money, bro. You eating that cheese, bro. Like, that was some luxury ass wings.
That
Right there.
901 meal, $9
Come on, stop playing. We'll go to cheese and we go to Oasis right there off South Highland, bro. We thought we were so grown being 18. We was like, we can finally go to Oasis and that jump, bro. Who
Smack
gonna
that junk, then slide right to the street. Yup.
Come on. I think it's like a Crumpy's right beside that junk now. At the Oasis, bro.
They smack Crumpy's. Crumpy's spot too. Now I forgot about this spot. One of the spots in the M, bro.
Oh, for real, Devo's the one off on Winchester.
Yup.
You know, it's funny you say that, right? You know, I be having flashbacks. See, me, you go way back. I'm having flashbacks, bro. I remember growing up, bro. It was two places my mom and dad would not let me go, bro. It was the Majestic in that hole and Skate Odyssey, bro.
Bringing the Majestic used to get dangerous. My folks down there wouldn't let me hit that. Then Paradiso for a minute, for real.
Yeah.
And then Skate Odyssey, like,
Never
they wouldn't heal. They ain't know what was going on. They thought I was going there skating. That's why my folk, like, if your folk ever got wind of what was going on, they wouldn't let you. It was a teen club, bro. But damn, Skate Odyssey is crazy. Yeah, I remember.
The little lock-ins and shit cannot go, boy. My mom was cool. My pops was my ass. My pops was like, your ass ain't going. See, I grew up in a household like my pops was like the head of the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom can have say so, but my dad say no. You feel what I'm saying?
What it is,
this shit just meant no. It wasn't like it wasn't no convincing. He said no. It was just like a hard ass no. So I was like, hey pops, let me go to Skate Odyssey. He was like, no. And I'm like, why not? He said, you just can't go. And I was like, let me go to can I go to Majestic? He was like, nah, it's too dangerous over there. Like, it's always something going on. And I was like, man, pops, you don't never let me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody come back to school on Monday talking about how live it was, bro, at the Majestic with the Devos. And I'm in school looking like square as hell.
I was the same way, bro. I could not get outside. I was so inside.
It's crazy, bro.
Inside. My folks wasn't going for none of it. Cause I don't know. Skate Odyssey I got away with, but
barely though. They ain't really know.
Majestic was always some shit going on, like, bro. It's probably because they down there went on a date night one night and just seen on the movies. Because I know as a grown adult, I've been to a theater and seen a bunch of kids acting foolish, and I'm like, bro, get these folks up out of here, bro. Like, this shit is so annoying. So I can only imagine, because we was way worse as children.
You think so? I don't know. Well, I think we had respect, bro.
Well, yeah, you might be right.
We knew limits, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That is why in living, I think we was just foolish.
We was just foolish. Like, for example, my mom went to I think she went to I forgot what high school. It was a school in North Memphis. She went to a basketball game, you know what I'm saying, to watch one of my cousins play with her. Yeah. And there was some kids in the stands just like cussing, right? And one of the kids was like, hey, man, that's somebody's mama. The kid was like, man, I don't give a damn. They ain't my mama. You know what I'm saying? Care. But back then, bro, you maybe had like one or two kids who just didn't care like that, bro. Like, we was never teacher call your name. You wasn't trying to fight the teacher, or you had respect for elders. You know what I'm saying? So we knew somebody who was an elder. We weren't cussing like that around them, bro, on purpose. We'll kind of just know how to, you feel what I'm saying, tone down. I think these kids now don't have no sense of that, of right from wrong. Like, we knew we was doing wrong, but we chose to do wrong. Like, they don't know the difference between right and wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So we knew the tools to do right. We just didn't choose to do right things. But we did stuff with kids too, bro. Get your little chick, go to the movies. You feel what I'm saying? Don't pay for the movie. You dig what I'm saying? Go to a restaurant, you dine and dash. You dig what I'm saying? You get into it with somebody, you may fight outside or something. Somebody shooting, they shooting the air. When nobody, you feel what I'm saying? When nobody dropping bodies like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and now it go down for sure.
What? Them kids, bro. I went to Memphis like last year. It was like 7 in the morning in Whitehaven. Left my boy crib, bro. This kid had to been like 16, 17. Long Draco, bro. In the main Adidas pants. I'm like, you know the point of having a gun is to let nobody know you don't got it right.
Nah, they want you to know. It's like an accessory, like a Gucci belt if I got that.
Yeah, bro. So it's just different. But the older you get now, do you really understand sometimes and appreciate your parents for being like
for sure
so strict on that foundation?
Yeah, because it did definitely lay a foundation and kept me out of what I didn't need to be into and allow me to get kind of where I am. So for sure, yeah, my pops and them, they always, my pop had a saying, if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, you better hook it up. And he would say that because he would always feel like he never wrong. And lo and behold, the man was never wrong.
Since you grew up in the city around the same time, you know, I grew up, man. Who was the biggest artist you didn't come out of Memphis at that time when we was coming up? And the biggest basketball player?
Cannibal. You had Cannibal and in my time, him and Joe Jackson, they was doing their thing right at the same time. So yeah, shit, Joe Jackson was hooping his hell. White Station was super cold. But then everybody had a basketball team that year too. But Joe Jackson, bro, was like stupid, crazy bucket. It don't matter. Bro. Every high school had a team. The Shelby County school, the city school, everybody had a hoop. And that's when real Memphis people from Memphis used to come out and go hit schools. Now I don't know. Even football team, it was real athletes back in Memphis. But yeah, rap wise, it was. Yeah, at the time it was countable because it wasn't really shit. Yeah, I mean, of course you had like. Oh yeah, Dolph popped up around. We was about 10th, 11th grade too. But then that was like first mixtape when we was in 10th. Nah, 11th grade. That was like first mixtape he dropped, so he was still new.
I ain't really bumped off my school. I was on there. Yo, Gotti tough, bro. CM2, CM3, CM4,
like,
5, 6.
You know, underground mixtape. But yeah, them cocaine music mixtapes, bro.
Just go crazy.
Waiting for him. It was in like the Lil Wayne era, where we was waiting on Lil Wayne tapes and stuff. But yeah,
we had a charity basketball game one year for St. Jude at the Germantown Middle School, and I had actually hit him up on Twitter or something, bro. Like, hey, bro, do you mind like come perform, bro? Like, come into like the basketball game, bro. And he actually pulled up, bro, and was like, you dig what I'm saying? Showed plenty of love. So I ain't seen him since then, bro. But I remember just how humble he was, bro. That he could have. You feel what I'm saying? Came and pulled up on me, bro. Didn't charge me nothing, just for the love of it, bro.
Just for the love and had his name and face back out there. Yeah,
crazy real. Out there, bro. So if I see him again, bro, that's real, bro. Like I remember him doing that, bro. But I do remember Joe Jackson, Adonis Thomas. Like I remember they had Smiley at Overton, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had Cameron Golden. Like Memphis had some real live in every school. Like some hoopers. No, Germantown too, though, bro. Come on,
South
bro.
You had your crew was Germantown. It was. Todd Mayo.
Come on, bro.
Hollis, like, bro, them folk, everybody had hoopers, bro. Like, every game you went to was like
crazy, bro.
Like, you pay some money, like, you gonna see it. Like, wasn't nobody walking around trying to focus on shorties or just bullshit and playing. Niggas was
man, putting on a show, bro.
Start playing and shit after they get done. But them folks was super hooping.
Yeah. That video I showed you too, bro. Them folks in the video doing some chants, cussing and stuff. The Germantown. And I was like, boy, back then, boy, you get pulled so quick. Hey, man, come on.
Man, you come to the office.
Boy, you come to school with no belt on, bro. You and I said Mr. Raby. Mr. Raby, R-A-B-Y. There will be no talking. There will be no talking.
He's sitting there, yeah, we had an ISS. Man, I forgot all about ISS and stuff.
Come on, bro. I'll take ISS today because your mom don't know what happened at school. So how school was. Oh, it was pretty.
They wouldn't send it off.
He was like, how was school? It was good. You know,
you learned ISS for 2 weeks straight.
What kind of got you into to get you into the business mindset that you got now to hop into that?
What kind of got me into it? Crazy enough, my parents, my father was always, he owned his own business. He's a commercial general contractor with commercial, so he did that all through high school. So we always seen him kind of running his own play. My sister was a big one as well. She dropped out of college to continue pursuing her entrepreneurial kind of push. And so then when I got out of college, I had always had dreams of kind of doing my own thing, but I knew that I had to get like that 9 to 5 going. So I was. I went into tech, went software developing, software architect. So I went into somewhere I can get paid a lot of money so that I can put it towards something.
Right.
So then when it came time to kind of be able to invest, that big timing came in COVID, where everybody was just kind of sitting down, but it was plays everywhere, and I was locked in, putting money towards anything that can try and make any type of money, and then just seeing some of them wins from that, which may have been a little. Looking back on it now, it's like you'll never get wins as easy as it was back then. Like you can throw money at the stock market, throw money at some crypto. Man, even NFTs, people would make it. We was man, like it was just easy money. So it gave you the confidence to kind of, all right, I'll go try this. That same year, I went and bought a couple houses, flipped them immediately, and I just felt like, got that itch. Like, man, I love this. I love being able to do something with my money and kind of see it just come back. So years later, that's when it kind of got into the opportunity with one of my good friends, Josh.
Okay.
He was opening a restaurant. He had a space for it, but he needed the funding. He came out to me and my other friend, Chad, and just kind of asked us to kind of walk the building and see what we think about it. Crazy enough, we was actually on vacation with some friends on a boat, literally on a boat, like
Yeah.
turned, like drunk,
Yeah.
turned.
Uh-huh.
And he like, yeah, y'all trying to drop? What's up? He's like, I don't know, yeah, hell yeah. But we on the boat just talking shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Shorties and shit, so we just flexing for real. But then when we got back, like same day, like, hey bro, what y'all gonna do? Is y'all dropping? What y'all gonna do? Like, damn, we did say we gonna drop. All right, let's go look at it. We went and looked at it. Like, I don't know, we can make this work. I called my pops. He's like, yeah. You think it's some money that you can lose? Like, yeah. All right, go for it. So we went for it, and man, it took off. We literally had probably 30 days to get the spot ready and get lunch. And from there, it's just been going and going and going. And it trickled into another spot, some real estate plays. So it gets kind of puts you in the fire, and you just kind of learn from it. Yeah. And that kind of just what put me in the mind state of how to do it.
Yeah. Did you always, I know you said you had to work the 9 to 5 because you had a mission, right? You knew you had to work somewhere you can get enough capital, right? So you're able to go do something else. Was that kind of something that you always thought about, like before you even, like when you graduated, did you kind of go to college to kind of get you some type of degree to kind of fall back on? So in case something like that didn't work, you
the degree I went into,
you know what I mean?
I went into technology. I had a professor that told me tech is gonna be big when you get out of college.
Right.
A lot of people don't know when I went to college, Lord, long time ago, 2012. Like tech wasn't the big thing, it wasn't the sexy thing yet. It was still nerds was doing it and all that. It wasn't like now how it is, like where they having tech conferences and they pulling up in lambs and everybody popping. It wasn't like that back then. So he told me to pursue that and told me that's where the money was gonna be. So I had a thing, even if I didn't make it or didn't go entrepreneur, I was gonna make that bag in corporate world on this tech stuff. And lo and behold, once I graduated, I did like a post grad type of situation at Vanderbilt. It was for full stack software development. So I was leaning into it. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna learn this. And that first job came in. It was an entry level software developing. And every year I was shopping around jobs for a bigger pay, higher pay, bigger position. Somehow I landed up in a architect role, a software architect role with like zero experience. And this was, he was telling me when I was in college, like it's a lot of these roles they cannot fill yet, they're just going to be filling, and you just have to learn them on the fly. So it was like I was able to come 6-figure job shortly after college and not even really have the real experience for it, but just having to kind of learn it. And even before we launched Noir, like I was on that ladder to like go senior position. I was gonna do it regardless, because I just know like what I was trying to get to.
Well, was it like a certain moment, like, you know, I was working at a job too, right? I did insurance for a long time, being self-employed, and I'm trying to get back to being self-employed. And I remember that one day I was just like, man, like I feel like I'm selling myself short, right? Like everybody like working a job with somebody, and it's cool. I just know in my heart that ain't really, you know what I'm saying, my type of style. So I remember I had a nice little job too. I had my little box packed up. Yeah. Security guard was like, "Hey man, you sure you want to leave? It's a good job. You know, it's a good opportunity." I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing." And I remember looking back at it, I was like, "Man, this is my last time ever getting a tax refund check. I'm gonna be paying taxes every year moving forward, man." And I did my thing, man, for a long time. But of course, that's why I started this podcast as well too. I love entertainment, and I love telling about my mistakes too, right? Because when you're doing self-employed, you're gonna make mistakes. You know, right. I did the dumb stuff, being young, having money, making over 6 figures, just blowing it. You know what I'm saying? Going shopping. You know what I'm saying? Going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Going on Broadway. You know what I'm saying? Because when I grew up, my parents ain't never had type of money I've been making at this age, at 23, 24. Yeah. You know, you making over 5-10 grand a week. You know what I'm saying? They can make any young person head just kind of just be like, this is real. You dig what I'm saying? But was there a certain moment when you was working your 9 to 5, you was kind of just like, man, like, say last day, I'm finna go ahead and just jump in and just see where it take me?
Man, what happened to it is like I was always like working my jobs, and so when we opened OR, I had 2 senior level positions. I was a software developer at one and a software architect at the other, and this was like a full 40 hours for both of them jobs. And then we opened OR. And OR shot off like that. So then after work, after both of them jobs, I was going to OR and getting my ass kicked there. Because it was literally, we launched around homecoming, and we was the name in the city. Everybody was pulling down, showing super love. And it was like, bro, every weekend I was damn near renting hotel rooms to kind of just get a cleanse. I was doing like getting massages and stuff. And I was just like, bro, I'm tired. And
Yeah.
so then I quit the first job and I said, I'm gonna keep this one. But I ain't like I was just kind of being greedy. I don't know what it was. I just feel like I'm young, I can do it. So I was still working the job.
Mm-hmm.
I was launching a project in 6 different countries while Noir was still doing this thing, And it got to a point where I was just looking at the money I was getting from Noir like, bro, I'm just being selfish at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's going to get the short end of the stick and it can't be my business. So then I just went in and told them. And it was crazy enough when I went to HR, they're like, bro, you just launched a project. You the man of the, you the man right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, what are you quitting for? I'm like, yeah, my business. He's like, what are restaurants? He's like, that sounds kind of dumb. You know, restaurants fail all the time. Why would you start one? I just said, but at least you know, I'm like, bro, I'm like a year into this restaurant and shit. My week check just cleared damn near my whole month up here, so shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't tell her, of course, it was just funny.
Right.
She was saying that's a dumbass idea.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say, man, I don't know how you sleep, bro, because I'm the same way. Working 2 jobs, bro. You grinding, you hustling, bro, but you know one day, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna pay off, bro. So that's dope that you did that, bro. So when did you sleep, bro? Did you sleep at all, bro?
Nah, back then, hell nah. Like, he didn't, like, when Noir was going on,
Mm-hmm.
we'll get off that joint. And I ain't gonna lie, I was stressed, but then it was just like, I always went home like, bro, I don't care. I'm making good money. I'm shit, living a dream, and it's temporary. Well, at least I thought it was temporary, but I ain't really even have an end date to when I was gonna stop doing the other one. But nah, sleep was hell nah. But it wasn't a problem, I guess. I don't know how I pushed through it, but it was easy. Because it's
Being
like
young,
stuff
boy.
that had to get done. Yeah, being
You
young.
hit 30, boy. You look different, boy. You need
Way
a little
different.
sleep, a little water, get you a little.
Man, I couldn't even
Couple
imagine it
vegetables.
now unless I had to. I wouldn't even have
Man.
to. Then I was just being straight up selfish for real. Not selfish, but just greedy. Like, man, I'm finna get paid 3 times this week.
Yeah.
Easy.
Do you believe this, bro? I feel about selfishness, bro. Like I saw LeBron did a press conference, and they was like, LeBron, how you become so great over this year? He's like, honestly, man, to be great, you got to be selfish. And unfortunately, my family get the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that. I believe in order to be successful, bro, you got to be selfish. Some got to give, and sometimes being in business, you can't make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to be in a business having everybody like you. Like at Amazon, right? I'll use an example. Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar business. They got all type of warehouses. I'm pretty sure you go to every warehouse, you got some employees like, I love here. And some employees like, man, I hate it here, bro. Them folks be finessing, bro. Make all that work, I don't get paid enough. But as long as you got the executives, the people who make important decisions happy, bro,
Yeah.
that's a win.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I mean, I got partners, so between all of us, we do a good job and just kind of handle it between everybody. So when, of course, your employees have needs and wants, so we hear everything out. We try to at least hear everything out. But then also letting those who are in position make those decisions. So if we hire a GM, hire a manager, letting them make that honest decision. So when an employee does come to us like, hey, reach out to your manager, like, don't you own this? Yeah, but that's who you.
It's levels, yeah.
Yeah, that's who you need to go to first. Cause that's why they're in that position. But yeah, a part of the selfish part of just like some things got to give and some things you got to take is exactly that. Cause man, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of people that you just had to kind of that they feel it was done in some type of way, but it's like, bro, I just gotta go. I gotta go to work this weekend.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody understands it. Like, man, you own the place. Like, yeah, but I ain't no multi-billionaire who can just sit up. And even them, they work their ass off.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that whole time thing, but trying to keep everybody happy is just, it's not a thing, to be honest.
Yeah. I learned the hard way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just doing the insurance thing and just having a family, bro. It's just a lot of grind. I listen to a lot of guys who, I use the app called Pep Talk, so I look at a lot of motivation stuff, man, because I believe in words are very powerful, man. I believe you got to put the work in order to get what you want to get. But then I just realized, too, man, it's just like, you live a life trying to please everybody, bro, being in charge, bro, you're going to be more stressed out than anything, bro, because you just, it's impossible. Look at Michael Jordan, bro. He went to the finals 6 times, never lost, won 5 MVPs, bro. He arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. And there's still people hating on him. I'm like, bro, people still hating on Michael Jordan. How do y'all choose the menu and all that kind of stuff? Y'all got somebody who kind of over there, man? Or
Josh, my partner, Josh Brooks, alpha. He's actually an alpha as well.
Okay. Shout out to the good brothers. All right. Yeah.
Nah, bro, he hell in that kitchen, so
Yeah.
it's fully curated by him. He's been doing he's been a chef for probably 10 years, like self-taught all the way through and throughout. That menu is curated by him. The recipes are curated by him. So I can't even I'll put no hand in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out, bro. Get some more food from them, bro. Like I said, when I went, it was a good experience. I was trying to support, black businesses here in the Nashville area because, it ain't too many of us, when we do go, man. So I try to make sure whenever I can. I just don't really go a lot like that no more. The older I got now, bro, I'm kind of chill. I be working so much anyway, trying to, focus on getting a podcast big and do all that, man. So a good day for me is I eat something at home, go to a little cigar lounge, smoke a little cigar, you know what I'm saying?
Kick it cool.
Have some little alone time, you know what I'm saying? Get my mind right and get ready for the week. So how long after you guys opened the order did Link come about?
6 months. Crazy enough story. Link came about from Noir. Noir actually, we had one fire, our first fire. We thought we were gonna be down for about a month, so we ended up finding another building. It was like, let's just put the building here. Crazy enough, I don't know what we were thinking. Like, while we wait on this building to get fixed, let's go grab another building to let it work in there. So we literally grabbed this building and opened it in 3 days while the original Noir was being worked on and the electrical was being brought back up to code because we had an electrical fire.
Okay.
And so for 2 weeks at Link location, it was being ran as Noir, but it wasn't as popping as the original Noir was just because the way it was built out just didn't fit for a restaurant. So then Noir gets back going. We go back in there and like nothing left. Back to those swinging off the hinge. We adding AC units because it was the summer, crazy hot, so we packed it in with AC units, and we just need more and more because like the volume was going that much. Like, we just needed new ovens, new everything. This time another fire happens July 4th and burns like the whole kitchen down. Burned down. It was total loss. Everybody was always choking on it, like, oh, they just pulled an insurance fraud or insurance scam. They just burnt the building down themselves. We took total loss of that building, still had to pay rent that month, still had payroll due that Friday, and you know what the hell we was gonna do. It was then so it was a taco spot right up the street as we was just trying to get it together, like what we gonna do next. And we was like, damn, well, we do have another building. It was like, damn, yeah, we do. I forgot that, because then once we moved Noir out of that building back into its original, we just kind of left that building open, but it's like we still had it. It's like, well, I guess let's go get that back going. But like we said, Noir didn't work there well, so that's when we came up with the idea of making it like a lounge where you can kind of go kick it, chill, and play. So the original idea of Link was just somewhere you can eat, kick it, cool it, like a bar. But man, it just got so lit, it damn near turned into like a club lounge type situation. And then that's how that's how Link became Link, off of the strength of Noir burnt down that first time. And then literally a month into Link, we found a new location for Noir where it's at now and reopened it. So it's like we were going back to back to back to back to back just.
But yeah, I pass by Link all the time, bro, on the way by them railroad tracks, and I never stop through there, bro. I need to stop through there, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, bro. By the time I get out, it'd be so late, and I'll be like, your boy be tired, bro. I'll be like, I got it all.
Man, we still be going. That's where you that's real relaxed. We kind of wanted to be over there, but you can turn up a little bit. So we took Noir the second time. We didn't do any hookah because we wanted to make it more family oriented in that way. Grandma, aunties, and kids and everybody can come in. And everybody was just like, man, what happened to the hookah? Where the DJs? Like, bro, we got a spot for that right up the street at Link. You can go turn up down there. Yeah. So yeah, it's for sure a turn up. We actually got Young Miami. She'll be there on the 11th of April if this video make it out before they're there.
Oh, for sure. Definitely gonna be there. I love some Carisha, please, boy.
Oh yeah, she'll be in the city.
When she was in BML, I was like, oh, Carisha, making it. Oh God.
She will be in the
city. Watch my husband that. You see this, bro? She was in BML, God. Oh, Carisha, please. Man, come through, Carisha, please. Just, you know what I'm saying? Do a
she'll be there pushing Carisha, please, actually. And it ain't like one of them walkthroughs where they sit and chill. Like, she gonna be actually with the card games, drinking with all her people, fans and all. Like, it's gonna be like her hanging out, really enjoying her time for real.
I'm a server, right?
Correct.
And I work off tips.
Correct.
Sometimes it's so hard sometimes to get tips from people who look like us.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Why do you think it is, bro? Or do you think it's true, or you think it's just kind of just a theory? Because like I said, I don't try to be biased. I work with a lot of tourists, bro. And like I do a survey in my head, bro, of like who give me the least amount of tips or who give me the most problems, bro. And I don't know why I always think it's our people, bro. And I hate it about us because I'm like, damn, you proving all these other white servers right because the way you come in here acting, and then you don't leave nothing, bro. And it's like, you feel
I don't know. That's crazy. I don't really know. I always looked at it.
It's crazy, bro.
I used to look at how many people actually do tip, and I think it's only about like 76% of people. And then I'm like, I wonder how much of that is for my people. Like how much of my people actually tip. And I don't know what it is. At first, I used to think it was a stigma, but then I see it. But then it's kind of hard for me to see it because I own a restaurant, and so then people gonna be like, "Oh, it's because your service was bad." So I can't really. I don't know how to speak on it for real because
I don't think it's service, bro. I don't know, bro. I've been there, bro. Y'all service, well, I can't speak of my experience, bro.
Yeah.
I just feel like they look for any little reason not to want to tip, bro. It can be something like I only got one ketchup, or like my water won't fill, or it's just like maybe they just want to talk to. I try to look at like, thank God I had a mom who taught me earlier how to tip.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? She taught me like they good, leave at least 15 the least, and they really good, 20 above. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like when I go out, I can see the vibe. They looking like, I bet he ain't gonna tip. So I make sure when I go, I tip even a little bit more. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, bro, like, you feel me? We here, but it's just funny, bro. I be seeing that, bro. I know people gonna be like, you trying to say that about us? I'm like, bro, let's be real, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying, like I said, to understand, man. Then they'll pull up in the newest car, the designer stuff. Then I'm like, dang, cuz you can't tip your boy like $10 cut the bill like 30. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I used to, honestly, me myself, I used to be a bad tipper, but I always had like the stigma of, oh, your restaurant just need to pay you more. But that's not how it works.
It's a difference between a bad tipper and a no tipper. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll take a bad tipper, bro. Then you feel what I'm saying? I'll work and I can see the bill. It's gonna say at the tip, it's a zero with a line in it. You know they meant that shit, bro. Like you can't.
My job was like I wouldn't go 15 or 20. It'd be like whatever I got.
Yo.
Like if I got enough to tip, then I can lead it.
But you was in college too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Just understand. If I see somebody young come in my restaurant, bro, like you super young, bro, it's like I don't trip, bro. I kind of feel it. And in college, I was the same way. We went to little specials and shit. You getting $2-3, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's all I had in my pocket for real.
But if you grown, bro, grown, you come in here flexing and ask for a whole lot of extra stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I expect you to tip accordingly. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. It's not as big here in Tennessee, but you go Miami, Atlanta, it's
automatic.
Up top,
18, 20%. I think 22, 18, 22.
Yeah.
So around there. Me personally, I don't mind because I tip that anyway. You know what I'm saying? They even better. I tip on top of it as well too because I'm a server. I know how it is, bro. Like with service, man. So I try to treat others I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? I try to just bless others, bro. I'm not super rich, man, but people always say, man, if I had more money, I'd tip more. I'm like, bro, if you can't tip what little you have now, what make you think you get more? You're gonna give more. You know what I'm saying? If you can't give what little bit you have now, when God bless you with more, if you don't do it then, like folks like, I'll be straight up make more money. I'm like, bro, you can't manage the little money you got now. When you get more money, you're gonna have big expenses.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So most definitely, man. But I appreciate you coming through, bro. Any last advice you get anybody, bro, who thinking about taking the same path you got, who may be working, bro, and they like, man, I want better for myself, man, or any advice
man, just do it and trust yourself. Before we even got into a restaurant, a lot of people was telling us like, hell no, don't do that. Nah, we still gonna do it. We recently just got into real estate. Probably went about 4 houses. They tell them don't do that. Hell nah, still did it, and it works. It works as long as you work. You just got to keep kind of doing it and take the risk. The biggest thing is taking the risk. I was a very safe guy. Didn't take many risks until I really jumped out in that COVID year. Yeah. And I'm so glad. Crazy enough to say that. I know like it's a bad time, but in times of despair, there are moments of like chances to make something or to do something. And that was one of the big moments for me. So just take this shot and try it.
Yeah. You miss 100% shots you don't take, bro.
For sure.
I wish I did something on COVID, bro, but can't go back in time. You just move forward, man. But anything else y'all got planned? I know you say y'all got Miss Carisha Please, which I will be there for shit, April 11th. Definitely going to be there for that. Can't miss them. Y'all got anything else planned? Anything coming up?
Anything Noir, brunch. Brunch is lovely. We're bringing the DJs back for the springtime. I know that's a big one we missed. We cut it out a year ago. We're bringing it back, just kind of livening up the brunch again. So y'all stop by. Soul food best in the city. I promise you that.
For sure. Well, appreciate you coming through, bro. Cam, man, We'll see y'all next time.